Disappointed!
So guys, I'm Matt Mace and this is my little review of Assassin's Creed Origins. I played the game and it's a mixture of rubbish. Whoever says that the combat system is more difficult is either lying to others or to himself and to others. Because I played on the hard difficulty and a couple of minutes from the start of the game, if there were no archers and perhaps no those camel riding guards, I would be able to take down level 5 or even more, even if there were like 4 of them going at me. The AI isn't very much improved at all. The thing that this game does, or the thing that the developers did, is they just took away things that you could do in the game, or at least from the beginning on, so that you could do less things. They didn't make the guards do more things, they made Bayek, the main protagonist, do less things. There is no parrying, there is no diverting attack, there is no counter attack, or again, at least from what I played. And yeah, I didn't play too long for this because I don't want to play this game. I don't want to go on scavenge hunts just to get to a main mission, and then repeat this process over and over again. I don't want to be forced doing something that the developers just put there, but wouldn't have maybe not too much reason to be there and too much value, so they just made it like a necessary thing. Instead of somehow being able to just buy that equipment for money that you progressively earn from a retailer, let's say, you have to go on hunts, probably, get the material and craft it yourself. So pretty much the thing there in Assassin's Creed 3 was criticized, that some people just didn't see the reason, and I guess it really wasn't that much of a necessity in the game to hunt and build some kind of trade in infrastructure. Here I guess they still didn't figure out a way to make it like a more valuable or perhaps even important thing. Or I don't know if they didn't want to just or whatever. But they simply forced the player to do it. The characters from the first moments seem so shallow. The dialogues are like... The voice acting is... There is this guy, like, I'm going to kill him. And from what I've heard and read, the story doesn't have too much going for it. Not even 20 minutes into this game and I encountered 2 bugs where the guy who was supposed to guide me just stayed there. And I don't know what actually made him go, but I just slashed him a little bit and then he moved 2 times. But that might have been caused because of the driver thing. But after the shooting practice, I got a black screen with some HUD still visible, but black screen with sound going. And again, I hacked and slashed and it started to load and it moved, but the leveling system. If they made the leveling system so that the guards would have better armor, visibly better armor, better equipment, and better fortresses or something that would separate them from those other ones that have less, smaller rank, lower rank, then I'd say that okay, a one shot to the head or even two might be survivable with the proper gear. But they have nothing many times. I'm not sure if I encountered any that had something really with enough protection to do that on their head or even on their torso. They were arms naked, they had just this regular breastplate, or how it's called, leather armor. An arrow could probably pierce it from close enough range, and just because they were a rank higher, a fully stretched bow from maybe like up to 3 meters didn't kill them when shot to their head. Multiple times. The combat system, the dodging was slightly changed, improved, but it's still really bad. And animations are just... And the developers turned this game pretty much into a regular hack and slash game. You move away from the enemy, then move back to the enemy after he did something and left himself completely exposed. And you slash him a little bit and repeat the process until you kill them. So I really don't know how some people don't call this hack and slash, but that's pretty much the epitome of hack and slash. You slash, hack, you dodge, and you do it again. I really don't see the increased difficulty. Doing more damage just because of higher rank and not because of better equipment, visibly better equipment, that's not making the game really difficult. It's making it artificially difficult. That's like you going to fight someone, but for some reason someone ties your hand or hands behind your back and tells you to fight them. Of course it's gonna be... you won't have so many options. But that is exactly what this system is. You just don't have as much options as in previous games. And those that you have are not properly made. The eagle thing, well, that just... I guess it's actually worse than I thought, because literally scan the guard or the person that is guarding whatever he's guarding, she's guarding. The game literally, after you pretty much probably tag them, writes under them defending. So it's able to separate from civilian and guard. And then you can go on and pretty much tag every single enemy in there, in the area. And then when you go back to the eagle, I got pretty long loadings, but I could see them, all of them, through walls, multiple walls. I don't think that happened in previous games. Maybe after a little bit of improvements, but you could literally just almost stop. I guess he didn't stop, it was just some kind of slow motion. Just turn around and scan the entire landscape and probably stay like that for a limited time maybe. Bayek is probably some kind of, I don't know, climber that can climb onto surfaces where you wouldn't otherwise be willing to hold on to, because there is not much to hold on to unless you have something like glue or, you know, hiking equipment. All in all, this game tries to offer more things, or a mixture of things, but pretty much doesn't execute almost none of them properly. It's not an Assassin's Creed game, and even if it wasn't officially an Assassin's Creed game, I don't think that it would be a good game, because it does. The RPG element is poor, the combat system is poor, but probably the only aspect of the game that is quite good is the environment and perhaps the engine. Also, the game, even after I chose and untreated my weapons, didn't allow me to take down someone by killing him. It just forced me to take him down by knocking him out. Even though I had like almost a meter long, perhaps even a meter long sword and shield and bow from the beginning of the game. I couldn't just run at enemies and surprise them with the attack that you can see in the previous titles where you just run at them, attack them, and it's pretty much an insta kill. You cannot run at those people and just from behind, let's say, instantly kill them, because the game simply doesn't allow you to. The game is literally artificially made more difficult. I mean, I'm gonna say, don't buy this game if you really like Assassin's Creed games and like what most of the franchise offers. There is this title, Black Flag, that is quite similar when it comes to not being exactly an Assassin's Creed game, but still it doesn't. But at least that one executes it properly. The pirate aspect is really properly made. Boats are great, controlling them is great, fights are great, boarding is great. Simply, the game is good. This game isn't good and isn't an Assassin's Creed game. And that is because I think that because some people just probably are like, it's an Assassin's Creed game, so it has to be good. They apparently completely disregard the fact that this is an Assassin's Creed game. Or it's just actually the reason why they praise it so much. Because when I play a game out of a franchise, I expect to get something from it that attracted me to that franchise or game in the first place. In this game, I didn't get that. Instead, I got some title that offered me, like maybe the Apple of Eden, Hidden Blade, Assassinations, story, lore, as something that has to do with the franchise. It's almost complete step out of it. The positive, some positive reviews are literally like, if this and this and this and this and this and this is not really good, not fitting into this game, but it's good, amazing, great anyways. Don't you realize that you are playing an allegedly Assassin's Creed game? You're supposed to judge those not good things and include them in the final review. Not just disregard them with, if you can get through this and this and this and this and this and this. It's a good game. You just literally said that you have to go through bad things in order to enjoy a game. If you have to make excuses for a game to be good, it's not a good game. And since in this game there are so many bad things, then I find it hard to believe that you're actually enjoying the game. I think that you're just forcing yourself to enjoy the game and being ignorant. Die fans should really burn this game to the ground for what it did to the franchise. It's funny that in previous titles, some people complained about you confronting the enemies up front, like going against multiple enemies at once, and therefore the game essentially losing the stealth aspect. And in this game, some people actually praise that. I just think that people who like this game actually never really liked Assassin's Creed game, because this is literally something what Assassin's Creed Origins offers is literally what, let's say, God of War offers, The Witcher 3 offers, For Honor offers, but in a better way. So if you like RPG games, like really full RPG games, properly made, I suggest you go and play those games that I mentioned, or find other RPG games. But yeah, so if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to support the channel, shout me to the next videos. Bye.